it's Katherine Norland. I want to talk to you today about uncluttering your goals. Okay, how many of you guys have had the same goals for a very long time? I'm guilty of having one for more than 10 years. Okay, maybe you've had them for 5, 10, 15 years. Have you really sat down and evaluated those goals recently? When you sit down and you actually pull apart each of your goals one by one, you may realize that some of those goals don't really apply to your life anymore, right? You don't feel them anymore. You may not feel like excited about them anymore. Some of the goals may not even be something you want to pursue anymore or you want to do with your life. And that thing is taking up time in your life, mental space, things related to your goals that you don't really even care about anymore. So if you're struggling to find time to get everything done that you want to do, I know, I'm super busy. I'm sure you are too. If you've got tons of goals and stuff going on, you've got to take the time to decide which ones you even care about anymore. The last few months should be like, for me, it was evaluating. Does this still fit with me? You know, you want to, after a certain amount of time has passed, try on your goals, like a jacket. Try them on. Like, does this still fit anymore? Do I still like this goal? Does this goal make me look fat? Does this goal look good on me? Right? We have to try these things on and see if they still work for us. Just because you had a dream a long time ago to be this certain thing, it may not even excite you anymore. I know I've had a lot of dreams along the way where I'm like, I talked about them for a long time. I even publicly spoke about them. I was interviewed on podcasts talking about these goals that I don't really have anymore, that I don't really care about. It doesn't make you a loser if you change your mind and that's not your goal anymore, right? So try them on again. Try on your goals and see how the sizing fits. Have you grown out of it, right? Have you grown past something? Is some goal too small for you now? That you actually want bigger goals now, right? Because you've grown. When you don't really want to go after that small thing anymore, don't do it. Or is it the opposite? Sometimes it's the opposite. You'll find out you had these great, big, ginormous goals, and maybe you just want to relax in life. Maybe you don't want to work that hard anymore. That's okay. That is totally fine too. Wherever you find yourself, if you need to create bigger goals because your old goals have gotten too small, or if you look at that goal like, not that you're giving up, not that you think it's insurmountable, but you're just like, you know what, I want to spend more time with my family. I want to enjoy my life a little more. I want to have my weekends free. I don't want to be constantly grinding over this thing. Now, I'm not talking about goals that you could be still loving. They may be big goals, and maybe you just need to get a coach, get a mentor, figure out how to work smarter, not harder. Like, I'm talking about the ones that you had that you're like, you know, I'm not really feeling that anymore. Okay? That is okay. If you just want to enjoy your life, that's fine, as long as you are keeping with the calling and purpose that you know God has for you, right? Okay. So maybe you want smaller goals. What I'm telling you to consider is uncluttering your life by taking things off of your to-do list, taking things off your plate that have nothing to do with goals you don't care about anymore, right? So sit down, get your journal, take a couple hours to think about your goals. What do you still want to do? What do you not want to do? And everything related to the things you don't want to do anymore, pull that off of your to-do list. Take those checklists and get rid of a bunch of stuff and think about how much time you could save and carve out for the things you actually do care about. Right? This is important to take time and evaluate. There was this billionaire, Peter J. Daniels, and he talked about one day a month, he would just go away and think. Just go away and think. Just bring a notebook, just go somewhere and think. We don't do that enough. this media-saturated society where we can't even be 15 minutes without our phone, where we're constantly distracted, and we never give our brain that downtime, that meditation. You know, the spirit inside you wants you to succeed, wants you to win, has all this life-giving advice to give you. But if you never stop, if you never shut the radio off, if you never shut the TV off, if you never shut the internet down, it's fighting that little voice inside you, that still small voice that wants to tell you some things. Hey, this isn't working for us anymore. This isn't the path for you anymore. You can't hear it because you're so busy drowning it out with everyone else's voices, opinions, and music. You know, it just amazes me every time I'm in driving and I see people just every day with their music blasting in the car. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you need to listen to this same song you've already heard like 500 times while you drive to work? What about on your drive to work, you turn off the radio and you say a prayer before you start? God, you know what? Let's talk. Subconscious, bring some stuff up for me. Holy Spirit, tell me what you need to tell me. I'm just going to shut everything down and I'm just going to pray and I'm going to thank you and I'm going to listen. You will watch your subconscious go to work. You will get answers for things you've been beating your head against the wall at for months, but you haven't allowed yourself to have that quiet time, that downtime. That's going to reveal to you a lot. Say that prayer about, God, what goals are part of my purpose now and what aren't? What can I do differently? How do I need to work smarter? How is this goal that I have? Maybe I know what my purpose is, but the vehicle to get there has changed, right? So just for instance, for myself, I know my goal was to help people and help them have hope and encouragement and strengthen their relationship with God and make them feel good about themselves. That has morphed so many times, right? It went from me going to school to be a preacher, to selling cosmetics to help people feel better, to becoming an actor. It went to me becoming an author, a poet. It morphed into doing YouTube videos, to speaking. It moved into encouragement coaching. It's okay for it to morph, but if you never have that time to think and stop and reevaluate and change it up, you might not be in the right lane right now. Have you heard people say stay in your own lane? And you keep switching back and forth because you don't know what to do. You just want to get to success faster. Sometimes taking that time to stop, to pull over, to have that quiet time and listen to God and turn everything off, that's going to give you the map. That's going to give you the GPS, right? The God positioning system. That's going to get you to your goal quicker than being in the wrong lane driving 100 miles an hour. Okay, I'll see you guys at the top because you're now listening, right? Success will come when you listen.